What's up? We're on 7.5, Equations with Brackets, page 409. Before we start with the equations, let's quickly revise how to expand brackets, what we did on chapter 5. When we expand brackets, we use the distributive law. And the distributive law, remember distribute means to hand out. So what happens is I have A times a bracket, and when I expand this bracket, we're going to multiply A with each of the terms. We're going to distribute A to each of the terms inside the bracket. So we're going to have A times B will give us AB. A times C is positive AC. If there's a negative in the bracket, we say A times B is AB. A times negative C is negative AC. If there's any questions, go back to chapter 5, do a few, and then we will be ready for the next part. And with that information, my dear Watson, you are ready to solve equations with brackets. Be very careful when you read the questions though. If we look at example A, there's more than one way to do this. You could have divided 3 on both sides and then have p plus 4 equals 18. However, the question reads, solve the following equations by first expanding any brackets, which means you have to expand the brackets before solving. So let's give it a go. I'm going to multiply 3 into p, and I'm also going to indicate that with my arrows. And we're going to say 3 times p is 3p, plus 3 times 4 is positive 12, and that equals 18. I now want to get rid of everything except the p, which means I'm going to subtract 12 on both sides first. By subtracting 12 on both sides, 12 minus 12 is nothing. 3p on the left hand side equals 18 take away 12 is 6. Now I want to get rid of the 3 by dividing by 3 on both sides, and that will give me my final answer of p equals 6 divided by 3 is 2. I can once again check my answer. If you substitute 2 in there, 2 plus 4 is 6, 6 times 3 equals 18. Let's look at the following example. Negative 12, the only new thing to this now is that we have a negative 12 in the front. That's not going to scare us. What I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply, just try and do a proper circle. We're going to multiply that negative 12 into each one of these. That will be negative 12 times 3, a negative times a positive is negative. 12 times 3 is 36q. Negative times a positive is negative. 12 times 5 is 60. And that equals a negative 132. I now want to get rid of everything except q on the left hand side. So I'm going to add 60 to get rid of that. And I'm going to add 60 to get the one side. I do also on the other side. Negative 60 plus 60 all cancels out. I'm left with negative 36q which equals 72. Oops, negative. Then I would like to get rid of the negative 36. That is negative 36 times q, so the opposite of times is divide by negative 36. Divide by negative 36, remember this gives me 1. I have a q, which therefore equals a negative divided by negative is positive, and 36 goes in 72 twice. Check your answer. If I substitute 2 in here, 3 times 2 is 6. 6 plus 5 is 11. 11 times negative 12 is negative 132. So all we need now to do is to look at some more examples, which just a little bit more steps, but we have all the tools to do this. So I'm going to have to multiply first, expand the bracket, which means I'm going to take 4 and I'm going to multiply it in there and into there. I'm going to indicate it. That's expected of you to do these steps. Common mistake is students put the equal sign here and then also have an equal sign there. Now mathematically that doesn't make a lot of sense, so please don't do that. Good hint is put the equal sign there immediately and you can, now you're not going to make the mistake. So I'm first going to expand. I'm going to say 4 times 2x is 8x. 4 times negative 5 is negative 20. And I'm going to have 3x, which equals 57. I'm now going to collect all like terms. Remember, x and x are like terms. So I'm going to combine those. I'm going to collect them together. 8x plus 3x is 11x minus 20 equals 57. I now want to get rid of 57. I want to get rid of the 20. So I'm going to add 20 this side. What I do on the one side, I also have to do on the other side. 11x minus, they cancel. I'm left with 11x, which equals 77. Get rid of 11 by dividing 11 both sides. And that will give us a final answer of x equals 77 divided by 11 is 7. Check your answer. If I have to put this, you can use your calculator to do these if it's a little bit quicker for you. But I'm going to say 2 times 7 is 14. 14 take 5 is 9. 9 times 4 is 36. 36 plus 3 times 7 is 21. 36 plus 21 equals 57. Bada bing, bada bang. And so the plot thickens. We have brackets on both sides. Let's give it a go. No, let's do it. What's going to happen? Expand brackets. 2 times 3k, 2 times 1. 5 times 2k, 5 times negative 6. 2 times 3k, 6k. 2 times 1 plus 2, which equals 5 times 2k is 10k. 5 times negative 6 is negative 30. I want to get all k's to one side, and this is again where some people would like to get rid of k's on the left hand side because it's the smallest. Others would like to get rid of the 10k on the right hand side because they want everything on the left hand side. I'm just going to do whatever. I'm going to get rid of the negative 10k, so I'm going to take away 10k on the left hand side, and then I'm going to get rid of 10k on that side, so that cancels. In the same step, I'm going to get rid of positive 2. I'm going to take 2 and I'm going to take 2. That will give us 6k, take away 10k is negative 4k, plus 2 minus 2 is nothing. We already said 10k take away 10k is nothing, and then negative 3 take away 2 is negative 32. I now want to get rid of k times negative 4, and we all know that we divide by negative 4, and we divide by negative 4. Negative 4 divided by negative 4 is 1, and negative divided by negative is positive. 32 divided by 4 is 8, and that's my answer. If you want to, as you should, you can quickly test your answer. Substitute 8 in there. 3 times 8, 24 plus 1 is 25. Times 2 is 50. 2 times 8, 16. 16 take away 6 is 10. 10 times 5 is 50. Left hand side equals right hand side. I am now a maths genius. Right, let's go and prove that to ourselves, and we will do some of the following questions. Right, give yourself a go at these numbers. Just a reminder that this is the bare minimum I expect you to do. If you feel you need more exercise, go for it. Do as many as you can, and limit yourself to some time with some time. But as I say again, this is bare minimum to do. If you feel you need more exercise, don't let me hold you back. Have a good one. Bye.